Hi, this is Justin Kahn from the Decatur Herald and Review here at Stephen Decatur Middle School, current home of Eisenhower High School, for the Decatur Turkey Tournament. In the Consolation Championship game, it was the first of what could be several city rivalry games this year. It was MacArthur defeating Eisenhower 80-66. You know, Eisenhower, the first game of this tournament, I saw them and they lost by 39 to Bolingbrook, and they were down by over 50 in that game. And well, you wondered how competitive they could be this year. They bounced back to beat Peoria Central to get to this game, and they played MacArthur pretty well. And I think going forward, they see that they have some things they can build on. Particularly today, it was Jabri Flournoy. He had 22 points, scored in a variety of ways, hit the boards real well. I think he had 7 or 8 rebounds in this one. And he's one of the smallest guys in the court, but he uses his quickness really well, and that was really the key for him. He causes some turnovers, gets out in transition, also has a pretty decent stroke from 3. So definitely offensively, that's a building block for them, and going forward, I think that we're going to see some really good things out of Jabri. They were also able to just hang in the game. Every time MacArthur looked like they were going to run away with it, Eisenhower would hit a big shot to get back into it, but eventually Marcus Bartley was just a little bit too much for them. Bartley had a real slow start in this one. Looked a little passive early. Looked just not quite the usual smooth player you see out of him. At some point, he just kind of took the ball and decided, hey, nobody can guard me. I'm going to take it to the hole every time. And once he did that, he was outstanding. I believe he finished with, I think he finished with 20 points in this one. I'll have to do my totals up here in a little bit, but I know he was around the 20-point mark in this one after not scoring for the game's first 10 minutes. And it was, we've seen Bartley shoot a lot of threes these last few years. This was all him just taking the ball hard to the basket, getting fouled, hitting free throws. So, really, I think that's the performance you want to see out of Bartley going forward for MacArthur. Him sort of dominating the ball. If the defense is going to collapse, spread the floor, have some guys cutting to the basket, have some guys standing out in three-point range. That's going to be a successful. That's going to be the key to their success. MacArthur also got a good game today out of a sophomore, Kemonte Johnson. Didn't play in their game yesterday. Came out tonight, had I think 12 points, a few good rebounds. He did what they were hoping he would do when they put him on varsity this year, and that's get up and down the floor, get some boards, get underneath, and get ready for a pass from Bartley, and he did a real good job with that. Also for the Generals, Deontay Merriweather really controlled the inside. For them. Eisenhower didn't really have anybody to stop him inside. He had 10, I think, in the first half, ended up with 14 or so. So just that's a good balance for them. I know MacArthur did not like the way they played man-to-man defense in this one, and really let Eisenhower have some open shots late that maybe could have stretched the score out a little bit if they were playing better defense. But, I think it's what you expect as far as MacArthur goes, a little better maybe than we thought Eisenhower would be, especially after seeing them the first game. So, but we'll see this matchup again. We'll see how these teams, improve or not improve as the season goes on, and that'll be the real secret to how well both teams do this year. Again, the final was MacArthur defeating Eisenhower 80-66. Make sure you check back to hrpreps.com for all the coverage.
Well, today we wanted to come in and we're going to try working on our man-to-man defense today. We've been running 23 and 12 the last 2 games, and it was something I wanted to work on before the conference got started up to see where we were at man-to-man, and it was ugly. It was ugly. We couldn't defend the ball. It was horrible help defense. We weren't defending the rim. It was just an ugly defensive game for us tonight.